In fact, at some colleges, it's mandatory. The training staff makes the offensive lineman put the braces on.
Unlike Theus, he's a guy that's still growing into the position. He's not a project, but when you go to North Carolina, you're thinking red shirt, let this kid develop in the not only in the weight room, but also as sport-specific, position-specific drills to get better acquainted to being an offensive lineman at the next level. He's going to be that much better. Let's see if we can see it. Look, they've got both of them lined up right here. They're on the right side. They got him and Theus right next to each other. He's working his guy, trying to get low, and there's where he got rolled up on. That's the biggest danger for offensive linemen, but it lends credence to what you just said, Frank. That's why they wear knee braces.
And that's unfortunate because Tim Betros gets a pancake block, and the defender happens to fall into the back of Heck's leg. Water break. The mandatory officials timeout in the middle of the quarter is mandated by FHSAA rules. It'll be 2nd and 9. Bolles 182 yards rushing. Booker T 157. Heck's up off the training table. He'll try to get back into this ball game. On 2nd and 9, DJ Stewart tries to bounce it outside. A nice tackle out on the edge by Kevon Caffey holds it to a gain of 2.
Yeah, the big fella's not going to stay out long. John Heck, father, coaches for the Jaguars, and he's back in there on the offensive line. Good news for Bolles.
Well, it's getting down to white knuckle time, Brady. 3rd and 7 for the Bulldogs from the Booker T 41. Reverse inside handoff. Betros gains yardage down to the 35. He'll be just shy of the first down by a half a yard.
Oh, the old scissors play.
Terrell Everett got the tackle. Good play, though. Good design.
Hand it one way, give it back the other way. You got to key the linemen, though. See, that's why you got to have great backers who understand what's going on, and they fooled them. But if you're a linebacker, you can't follow the back. You got to follow the lineman. And the lineman pull, he'll show you where the ball is going.
4th and about the length of the football. Peters under center. Again, trying the hard count and calls timeout.
Now, are you allowed to bob your head like that, Frank?
You are not.
I didn't think so, but they've gotten away with it all night.
Bolles 0 for 1 on 4th down conversions in tonight's game. On 3rd down, however, they're 9 of 14.
Yeah, they've been very efficient on 3rd down. Typical Corky Rogers team. Great execution, and they've had a couple of mistakes tonight, as has Booker T, and overall been a really entertaining and closely fought game.
A lot of good talent on this football field tonight in the 4A final. We'll see more of it next weekend as well, as we'll broadcast the 2nd weekend. And a couple of teams from South Florida, Miami-Norland, Miami Central in the 5 and 6A game respectively. And Miramar will take on Plant out of Tampa in the 8A title game. First Coast and Manatee in the 7A.
Miami Central, we only got to see like 3/4 of their game last year in the Fog Bowl.
That was the Fog Bowl, right?
That was that was unbelievable. Devontae Freeman, Dr. Phillips, Miami Central, 2 great football programs a year ago. Now Armwood in there, one of the best programs in the South.
Peters keeps it on the quarterback sneak, and he'll have the first down to the 33-yard line.
We got some big-time programs next week.
Let's take a look at the schedule for next weekend's broadcast.
Got some new blood. Wakulla is new. Miami-Norland returning. Manatee's been here many a time. First Coast making their first trip, a public school out of Jacksonville. Armwood, obviously a tradition-rich program. Miami Central here last year. Miramar won it about 3 or 4 years ago with
Geno Smith?
No, it was with Ivan McCartney. It was the year after Geno Smith.
Okay.
Ivan McCartney was the big player, now wide receiver at West Virginia. Miramar against Plant, it seems like they're here every year.
They'll throw on first down. May cannot come up with the catch at the 28-yard line.
So that is must-see TV next weekend.
By the way, the Friday games are Sun Sports. The Saturday games are Fox Sports Florida. And they'll all be replayed about a week later and around Christmas time as well. You can check foxsportsflorida.com for all that information. Well, will they be champions? They have a 6-point lead. That lead being threatened at the moment. Bolles at the 33-yard line of the Tornadoes with a 2nd and 10. Under 4 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. There's that inside wing handoff of the scissors play. Betros breaks loose. 20, 15, he'll score. Tim Betros from 33 yards out, and Bolles is an extra point away from the lead. Now that play worked earlier in the drive, and this is a staple of the wing T.
Well, I think what was important about this play was their ability. As you see Thomas down on the field, looks like he's experiencing a cramp there in his left calf. The ability to execute this play, it looked like they had a little handoff exchange problem, but they got it off, blocked well, and Betros made him pay this time with a touchdown. Ravel last series, Betros this series. The Bolles running backs enforcing their will here in the second half, imposing their will in the second half.
33-yard touchdown run. Now Brooks Abbott on to attempt the extra point to break this tie. Snap is good, hold is good, and the kick is good as well. 3:52 left to go, and the Bolles School Bulldogs have the lead. Only their second lead of the night.
He's going to go this way. Now hold it right here. This is what you got to watch for if you're the linebackers. See these guys? They got to be keying those guards that are pulling. Guard and tight end, excuse me. And there's the double handoffs. Freeze it one more time. Nobody in that hole. Where are the linebackers? They're over here. And watch Betros make them pay. He gets up in there. Good block, look, good chip block right there by number 80, Luke Veering. And Betros takes it to the house for a touchdown. So you can really get a good look at that play from behind right there, the end zone shot. Linebackers need to watch their near side guard and tight end. As soon as they pull, the linebackers got to go where the guys pull, not where the ball is going. And they'll get caught watching the ball in the backfield, and Bolles made them pay.
9 plays, 58 yards, 3 minutes and 45 seconds elapsed on the scoring drive for the Bulldogs. Well, we got ourselves some drama in the fourth quarter of this 4A title game. Bolles entered this quarter trailing by a score of 25-12, but they have 2 fourth quarter touchdowns. Bobbled on the kickoff. They better get on this. Loose at the 1-yard line, and Bolles is going to take it in for a touchdown. Cody Boswell, the linebacker, picked it up at the 1-yard line and ran into the end zone.
For the first time tonight, Booker T looks like a young football team. They haven't played that way all season long, having won 11 in a row, but inexperience right there at the 1-yard line, and the muff kick right here on the kickoff return. There you see he drops it. Nigel Patton, the sophomore, then he doesn't pick it up. Now you got to get back on it. And Bolles has it. Officials are talking about whether or not it's a dead ball or not. I think that's a touchdown.
Oh, it's a touchdown. First turnover tonight by Booker T. Washington comes at the worst time possible. They had plenty of time, 3 minutes and 50 seconds, to put together a scoring drive. Brooks Abbott for the point after. It is good. 3:46 left to go, and Bolles, it's still a 1-score game. It's 8 points, but Booker T is going to need a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. What a dramatic turnaround in this fourth quarter, as we have another Booker T. Washington player down on the field after the extra point.
Just a shocking turn of events. You know, it was the first half mistake by Bolles that gave Booker T the easy field goal off the field position. And now the special teams mistake by Booker T ends up giving 7 points to Bolles.
It's Michael Johnson. Looks like he's experiencing some cramps as well.
Well, you got to hydrate, and you got to stay positive on that sideline. You got an excellent quarterback, a lot of good skilled players. It's a 1-score game, as you mentioned, and then you get your 2-point conversion, and it's a tie football game, but they're stunned. I mean, that is 21 unanswered points by Bolles.
Bulls put together 2 nice scoring drives offensively, and special teams mistakes, they always hurt, but Brady, it seems particularly in championship scenarios, they are vitally important. They are game changers.
Absolutely. Turnovers and special teams mistakes, and you try to do too much. Now you're down 8, and my goodness, what a resilient Bulls football team.
Teron McPhee back to receive this kickoff. Bounces at the 10. McPhee grabs it at the 9. Trying to come to the near side of the field and just nowhere to go. Arterius Mitchell making the tackle on special teams. And Booker T will have to go 86 yards for a potential tying touchdown and 2-point conversion.
Well, with 3:40 on the clock, you got plenty of time to move the chains. It stops on the first down, so you don't need to panic and start chucking it deep. You got to take what the defense gives you. And this is where we're going to find out the true value of this young sophomore. 134 yards passing, 55 yards rushing, 3 touchdowns accounted for. We told you over 2,000 total yards coming in there tonight, so he's as good as advertised.
Harris stepping up in the pocket. Now he'll take off and run across the 20 and out to the 25-yard line. DJ Stewart, who's in there on defense for the first time tonight, makes the tackle.
Smart play right there. Smart play. Tuck it and run. Pick up the first down. Move the chains. Don't panic. You talk about Stewart being there on defense. All hands on deck with the state championship now.
Booker T has had 80 and 84-yard touchdown drives tonight. They're trying to go 86 and tie the ball game up as Ballard takes the handoff and picks up 8 yards to the 33.
And the key, too, is not just tempo, but the coach. But the play has to come from the sideline quicker now from your offensive coordinator, Tim Harris Jr.
2nd and 2. Harris follows Ballard out to the 36. He'll have a first down as Michael Cassidy makes the tackle at the 37-yard line.
And a couple of first downs. Still about 3 minutes to go in the game, but they've got to get some chunks here now. They got to start moving a little bit quicker.
Empty backfield on a 1st and 10. Harris flips it over the middle, complete at the 40-yard line. Nicholas Norris dragged down at the 42, pick up a 5.
This situation right here, offensively and defensively, is what summer training camp is all about. This is about the offseason. This is about conditioning and off-season workouts and getting up and doing mat drills and lifting and all those things that you do. This is where it pays off right here.
On 2nd and 5. Harris swings it out wide. Ballard makes the catch. He's at midfield. Breaks away at the 40. Ballard down to the 36-yard line, marked at the 37 as he loses the headgear, but plenty of yardage from 37 to 37.
What a great catch by Ballard. He's a good football player. Devon Ballard, here's a quick look. That swing pass, checking it down, throws it out here in front of him, but he runs through it, makes the catch, picks up big yardage. 26
yards. Now this is Kevin Ferguson, the second on the carry. Keeps the feet moving. He'll get to the 30-yard line. Max Tejada there to wrestle him down with some help from Rob Kelly. Now, is that a flag on the field? Yes, it is. Came from behind the defense, so let's see what this is all about. Play gained about 8 yards to the 29-yard line.
Face mask. Defense. 5 yards added to the end of the run. First down.
Well, now you've got 2 minutes. And you need 25 yards so you can run your tempo. Booker T has 2 timeouts left. They'd like to leave those for their defense. You know, they're still thinking score, maybe get the football back. So you still want to move up tempo a little bit.
First down from the 24. Ferguson taken down by Montfort as he reaches the 20-yard line. Gain of 4, 2nd and 6.